How's he going to address them? What's the solution for them? He says to them, alayhi salam, Ista'inu billahi wasbiru. Seek Allah's help. Continue to have sabr. وَإِنَّ الْأَرْضَ لِلَّهِ يُورِثُهَا مَنْ يَشَاءُ. The land, the earth belongs to Allah. He gives this land in inheritance to whoever He wants. مِنْ عِبَادِهِ, from among His slaves. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. And the final end, the last laugh, the end victory can only be for people who have taqwa. That's it. That's all He gives them. But you know, there are some people in the audience that have strong iman. They hear this and they say, this is enough for us. Like the magicians, إِنَّا إِلَىٰ رَبِّنَا مُنْقَلِبُونَ تَوَفَّنَا مُسْلِمِينَ. It was enough for them. Other people said, come on, we're the ones getting killed here. You're going to give us khutbah about iman? Give us a real solution. This is not a real solution. This is just, oh, you're making us feel better. How do we get rid of this problem? So the next ayah is about the people. For them, when He said to them, the earth belongs to Allah. Allah has a plan for you. You need to not lose your iman. This is the most important asset. The most important, the most valuable treasure that the believer has is not the land, is not their life, it's actually their iman. And the magicians understood this because they said, the one thing we cannot afford to lose is our iman when we're dying. They understood this. But there are others who said the following. Listen to this ayah, and I'll conclude with this ayah. قالوا أوذينا من قبل أن تأتينا ومن بعد ما جئتنا. They said, before you came, they talked to Musa, his followers, some of his followers. They said, before you came, we were being tortured. After you came, we're being tortured. What good are you? How are you a solution? Because in their mind, if you're following Islam, if you're following the right religion, it should solve all your problems. Life should be good. Money should become easy. Health should become easy. Safety should become easy. You should become the superpower because you believe in Allah. Once you believe in Allah, you should have everything in dunya, the best of it. And you're supposed to be the prophet. You came. When you came, dunya should have become Jannah. How come you came and before you came, we were getting beat up by Fir'aun, and after you came, we're still getting beat up by Fir'aun? What's your point? What's your purpose even? We don't see any difference. Whether you're there or you're not there. Now Musa alayhi salam could answer that question. Because that's what they said to him. When he gave him this khutbah, this is how they responded. Imagine a prophet of Allah giving a khutbah and some people in the Jumu'ah itself or whenever he gave this khutbah to them, they start talking back in the middle of the khutbah. So how does he respond to this criticism? He says something so scary, and I wanted to end with this, and I hope this is the thought that leaves me and you thinking for a while. What did Musa alayhi salam say to them? Listen to this. He said, "Asa rabbukum an yuhlika aduwakum." It's quite possible that Allah will destroy your enemy. It's very possible that Allah will destroy your enemy. The pharaohs and their dynasties lasted several centuries. And Allah ended the Fir'aun's reign in 1 minute in the water. For Allah, فَعَالٌ لِمَا يُرِيدُ. He can do what He wants, when He wants, how quickly He wants. This may be a big problem for me. This may be a big problem for someone else. This is not a big problem for Allah. وَذَلِكَ عَلَى اللَّهِ يَسِيرٌ. First thing He says is, it may be that Allah will destroy your enemy. First. Then He says, وَيَسْتَخْلِفَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ. And once He destroys your enemy, He will give you power over the land. So your enemy is gone. Who's going to take over? You will take over. He'll make you powerful. So far, this sounds like I should give a takbir. Wow, the enemy will die. I will win. I will have power over the land. That's not where He ended. Then He said, فَيَنْظُرَ كَيْفَ تَعْمَلُونَ. Then Allah will observe, how do you behave? Allah will observe, how do you behave? So right now your enemy is Fir'aun. And he acts in this way. And maybe Allah will destroy him. And maybe after destroying him, He will give you the kind of power once He gave to Fir'aun. And then He will see, are you any different from Fir'aun, or are you turning into Fir'aun yourself? Let's see how you do. Let's see how you do. Allah said this on the tongue of Musa alayhi salam to Bani Israil. Bani Israil, Thousands of years ago, we're told, maybe one day you will have power. Let's see if you're any different. Imagine. But Allah is not only talking to Bani Israil. He's also talking to me. He's also talking to you. Maybe Allah will give me and you power one day. How are we going to behave? Now, we don't have to have power in a government. You can have power in your home. You have power in your business. You have power in your community. How do I use that power? How do I apply that power? Do I apply these principles? This is a scary question that Musa alayhi salam left with. By the way, what was their complaint? Oh, before you came, we had problems. After you came, we're being tortured. You know, he didn't even acknowledge that question because the people who asked that question don't even understand the fundamentals of Islam. They don't even understand it. They don't even need to be dignified with an answer. Why? Because before this, the real answer was, this life is very temporary. We're not here to live a luxurious life. We are here to pass a test. And the ultimate passing of that test is, tawaffana muslimin. Give us death as Muslims. This, وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Allah gave us this warning directly too. Don't you dare let yourselves die except that you're in a state of Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you and me the state of Islam in the moment of our death. And may Allah Azza wa Jal allow the tragedy of this ummah not only to be lifted, but lifted in a way that doesn't corrupt our iman, it only elevates our iman. And may Allah Azza wa Jal accept our shuhada, and may Allah Azza wa Jal grant them forgiveness, and accept all of their du'as for this dunya and for the next life. May Allah Azza wa Jal also accept all of our ibadah and overlook and forgive our shortcomings and bless this community, bless our children, bless our families, and allow us to overcome the shayateen within us, the nufus within us, so we don't become Fir'aun even in our personal life. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayati.